I think the principle for playgroups for shelter dogs is very similar to letting kids out for recess. Having them be able to express normal canine social behavior with other dogs is just incredibly important for dogs' overall well-being. My name is Amy Sadler, and I'm the founder and CEO of Dogs Playing for Life. Providing dogs opportunities to go into playgroups really hits a number of different things. It's satisfying to them mentally, physically, emotionally, it's a trifecta, hits everything. Now, when we're working with shelters, teaching them to get the dogs out into groups, we really want them to start to learn how to identify different play styles. There's the rough and rowdies and push and pulls and the seek and destroys and the gentle and dainties. Those are the 4 primary play styles that we really want to help shelters be able to picture as well, because that helps you to put the dogs together for really good play groups. Let's start with the sensitive souls of the canine world, the gentle and dainty dogs. The gentle and dainty play groups, it reminds me of kids having a tea party. So everybody's very polite to one another, everybody's very respectful of one another. There's not as much physical contact in their play. It frequently starts and stops a lot. They'll say hello briefly, and then they just move on. So it's just very low energy, relaxed play. So then we have push and pull. It's really like a game of tag, and it's pretty clear to see there's a lot of running. It does start and stop, but it's all chasing. Sometimes they'll be biting at each other's ankles, sometimes demand barking, wah, wah, like I want you to run. And they can flip-flop. One can be chasing, and then they're the ones being chased, but it's just a big game of tag. So next we have the grapplers, the wrestlers, the rough and rowdies. The rough and rowdy play groups look a lot like a wrestling match. I mean, the dogs are rolling around, dragging each other around. It's almost like constant body contact. The energy's high. It can be multiple dogs, doesn't have to be 2, and it's just ruckus. And finally, we have the role players, the seek and destroy dogs. Seek and destroy has a combination of rough and rowdy and push and pull. Each dog is playing a very specific role. One's the chaser, one's the chasee. It's very clear about that, and oftentimes the chasee is the one that's actually controlling the game, when it starts and when it stops. I think the best way to identify a play style for a dog is you really have to be a good observer, and then you can start to identify, oh, that right there looks like a classic push and pull, the game of tag. I can see that unfolding. But you have to be able to stand back and observe and not insert yourself in the process so much, and then it becomes very clear what you see unfold and what kind of play style you're watching. Just because the play is rowdy and intense, if it's mutual and everybody's having a good time, let it rip.
To learn more about playgroups, watch the Pro Q&A with Amy Sadler, presented by Petfinder, and visit dogsplayingforlife.com.